Hi, this is Attila16 and this is a video of DCS World, this time with the module lock on Flaming Cliff 3. And I'm currently flying a MiG-29, and this is actually a replay from a multiplayer battle on the 104th server. So this is actually with the version 1.2.3 of DCS World. And since this game can be kind of confusing for a few people, I decided to do some narration and explain what's going on. So what you see here in the cockpit actually is that I'm checking, thanks to the AWAC, the position of my enemies, and you can actually see them on the radar on the right side of the cockpit. And the AWAC gives you the position of the enemy, assuming it's in radar range of it, and assuming that it's not, they are not below a mountain or behind a mountain or something that blocked the radar. Also, the other aspect is that the information doesn't seem to be that much in real time. So sometimes it seems to be, but sometimes they may say that there's an enemy there, but it's an outdated information. So you need to be careful about how you interpret the radar. Now on the down right you see actually an F-15C from the other team, which is firing on me a missile that you can now see. And the thing is that what they do is that they lock you on with TWS and they fire from afar. Their AIM 120C, which is really good at tracking target all by itself. But the thing is that while I knew that there was an enemy there, I did not really give too much attention to him, and I just continued straight, and it seems that I did manage to evade that missile without really knowing where it came from or anything. At the same time, now you can see that I'm firing a missile myself, and I'm actually engaging an Su-27. There's two of them ahead of me, and I engaged them with an R-77. But now the missile from the first enemy is getting in range, and I receive his radar. So I'm reacting to that by making some evasive maneuver, and evasive maneuver in this case is mostly about moving around so that the missile need to correct its direction, and at the same time while you move around you will make the enemy missile that tracks you lose its strength. At the same time you might notice that I saw a trail of smoke, and as you gain altitude at a certain layer you will emit some smoke like that, like I'm doing right now. And so I decided to simply turn away from the target I first engaged, which was the Su-27, and I just went for whatever was in the air right there, since it was likely an enemy. And you can see that I'm gaining a lot of altitude, and you can see that from the F-15 point of view he sees me. At the same time, the thing is that this F-15 actually had seen another of our team, so he engaged him. The other friendly engaged him as well, but I engaged him and I was closer, so my missile hit him, and the second missile from my friendly hit him as well later on. So we had one kill there. I think I had the credit for it, but anyway, at the same time we had still two Su-27 coming my way, which you can see right there, and these actually really saw me. As you can see, there's literally was a smoke of trail, white smoke following me, and you can see now that I'm really diving toward the ground because they have fired at least one or two missiles at me, which were R-27 I believe, and which are a semi-active missile that needs to keep the lock to be able to track like that. And what I did is I just went directly toward the ground, and the hope there was to make the enemy missile go straight down, because the missile will actually adjust to the trajectory of your plane, and since you go down, the missile will go down, and it's much harder for a missile to go up after. So that's a strategy. Also, what I did is I went at low altitude, because behind the hills I can break the radar lock. And what I did here is kind of important. You can see that I'm cutting my afterburn and I'm turning to the right, but then as I'm behind the hills, I'm turning on myself and I go left. And the purpose of that was really to mislead the Su-27, because I knew that they will have the impression that I'm going right side, so they will likely search for me on the right side. While by turning on myself like I did out of the eyes of the radar, I suppose, I just managed to flank them. And actually right now I'm looking on my central view on an enemy which is high, and you can see that he's searching for me on the right side, so that strategy is totally locked. At the same time, down right of the screen you can see his friendly, which went on the left side actually at low altitude, so they were working together and they were from the same clan actually. And you can see now that I'm actually seeing it. He's right down, but I did not really have any luck. I did not even have any clue about where he was, so I only saw him at the last moment. I fired a missile, but he was way too close, so the missile went nowhere essentially. But I slowed down, put the brake, switched to an R-73 and fired at him and shut him down. Now I was pretty sure that these two were working together, and that's why I quickly moved out of there. And you can see that the other one is quickly turning toward where his friendly was shut down, while here I'm making sure that I'm at low altitude and I'm turning toward where the action was. At the same time, I wasn't sure which type of targeting I should use. So while I made my mind, I switched to vertical radar tracking thing, and the enemy was just on the other side of that hill, which I could not know really, but actually there was the AWAC which reported me his position, so I had a vague idea of where it was. And now you can see that I'm turning around the hill, and I will arrive directly behind him. And he likely received the radar lock, and he's turning directly toward me. I'm firing an R-27 ET, which is a thermal, so he did not have any missile launch detected, and I got him. So that was a really nice sortie, because I managed to shut down 3 planes, and with the MiG-29 it's pretty challenging, because the missiles are pretty good, but they are not historically as good as NAME 120. So, but in the end I did manage to shut down 3 planes, and that's really good. Of course, on the server you did not have any external view, and so this is a replay which I recorded 3 times to show you the different angle, and I hope you appreciate the effort, and I hope you'll like to see more of that.